Black History Month is a black people thing, whether you're in America, Africa, anywhere. Because this is the time of the month. This is the month where people supposed to go into some books and see the achievements that African people make over the years, because our history never started slavery. Our history never started slavery, but every time we hear about African history, you hear them say we were brought here as slaves. We never come here as no slave. Them turn we into enslaved people, but we never come here as no slave. And there's so much books now that black people write. I mean, we are talking about philosophers, anthropologists, archaeologists, all of the things them where you want to know about African people is now in the books or on the internet. So we can't say we don't know again, you know. If we don't know, it means that we are lackadaisical or we're not interested to know. So right now, this month, February, is very important to reflect, because that's all it is about, you know. It is about reflection and how we perceive and see ourselves as a people, as an African people. And we should have a time. We should have a time where we reflect on these things. Historical people like Shekinah Diop, like yourself, Ben Buchanan, and you can't talk Ivan Van Sertima. You know, there's so much writers, so much philosophers that has written about African history and African culture, African heritage, that we can no longer say we don't know. And if we don't know, it's lazy, our brain's lazy. You know, we need to take up a book. You know, them always say if you want to hide something from black people, put it in a book. Well, you have to read a book again, you know. You can go up on the internet and get audio books. Because more time now, sometimes it's easier to get an audio book and listen to it than to actually sit down and read, because some of the eyes were good again. More than likely we ears there, but sometimes our eye not good. And I will by young people are not good now, because I say I will by young people are wear glasses. So we are saying, listen to these books. You can't just use the iPhone and the iPad to just watch the craziness where the antics where black people are going with, and the TikTok, where the Chinese them bring to it. Because Chinese control TikTok, and them own TikTok, and them put things on it where them not show them picnic in China. Where we are say, so it's not what the Chinese youth say in China. They have science and technology and Chinese philosophy, Confucius and all these things are going on for them TikTok. So the algorithm's totally different from where over here. So we must be conscious of ourselves, because so much of it dead to come show ones and ones that look at we're in a serious mess as African people, and we need to turn around. We need to understand ourselves from another level. You know, you can be modern but not Western. And that is really a truth. A whole heap of modernization start its genesis in Africa. A whole heap of African people did create things, the simplest things them where you use daily. If you really go along at the history, black people create it. Black people invent it. The most important thing in your cell phone is the coltan. And it comes from the Republic of the Congo, where picnic only are dead to dig that out of the earth to come make the Western world have cell phone and iPad and computers and all them things there. We as African people have to make a turn. And really and truly, February Black History Month, I will repeat it, is not an American thing. It was started by an African American, but it is not an American thing. It is a time when we as African people must take up a book and read about myself. There's so much people. How much I will never read a Marcus Garvey philosophy and opinion, or any Marcus Garvey book, as a matter of fact. Why you don't want to read Marcus Garvey? After years, Marcus Garvey was our first national hero in Jamaica. Marcus Garvey did have the biggest organization. 20 million people follow Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey conventions in Madison Square Garden at the time. When Marcus Garvey had them thing that black people was being lynched. So, you want lynching go on again? Them are going to do it this time, you know, but it's just that now, them hold you by your neck with them foot. That's the lynching we are going now. So it's not done. So we have to get conscious and wake up to the reality. Because I tell you, confidence in self is one of the greatest weapons we have. And the greatest weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. So we're going to repeat that again. The greatest weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. Out.